Casino in Richland, Washington for the finals of the Northwest Classic. Our opening match, two great ones, two 22-time champions, Pete Weber versus Walter Ray. We're using lanes 31 and 32 here at Fiesta Bowl. Pete Weber leaves the 4-pin on the opening shot, and Marshall, contrast of styles here. Weber hooking it all over the lane and Walter going straighter.
Yeah, and actually Pete is throwing the ball a lot straighter right now than he was earlier in practice or yesterday in match play. He'll go hard and straight at the 4-pin, and no problem.
Well, no lack of experience between these two guys. Walter Ray has made 88 previous television appearances. His record in that stretch is 83 and 70 with a fabulous 228 average. And he's showing he can hook it a little bit, isn't he?
Yeah, well, you know, you see Walter Ray throwing the ball a little more hook than normal. You see Walter Ray's approach. Very familiar to 5 steps, starts the ball in the second, about shoulder high, good knee bend, and reaches out really, really far with those very long arms.
And just puts everything into every shot.
Yeah, he doesn't hold anything back. And I think that's really, as I said earlier, one of his great assets is that he just really lets it go.
Trying for a quick double. Oh, perfect, absolutely perfect.
And maybe just a little more intensity because he is bowling against Pete Weber.
Well, these two guys are number 1 and 2 on the career money list, within just about $20-some thousand of each other, too.
Yeah, I don't think Walter wants to give Pete any chance to get back that number 1 spot in the money lead.
The winner here will take home $18,000 of the tournament, not this game. Pete Weber drills it in there.
A little different as we watch Pete Weber. Another 5-step. He does start it in the second step like Walter, but look at that high backswing.
So fluid, though.
Yeah, very, very. As we see the ball rolling down the lane, it looks like it's hooking a lot, but trust me, I watched Pete bowl this week. That's pretty straight for Pete.
Oh, only in my dreams. Oh, the double for Weber. So our two champions, as his wife looks on, Tracy.
His wife, Tracy.
She is wearing a microphone, by the way.
And she is almost as animated as her husband, Pete. She gets excited, as many of the wives do.
Walter Ray taking very little time.
And I'm sure Walter's wife, Paige, is very pleased to see her man start out with 3 in a row.
All business between these two guys. Walter Ray, 37 years of age now, 6'2", 180 pounds, lives in Stockton, California. Last week just had about a 30-minute trip to the tournament. This week has to commute a little further, though.
A little bit further as he goes for 4 in a row on the left-hand lane. A little left of target.
Ooh, no split.
Don't do that. Get the ball out there.
Leaves the 3-6.
Get it out.
He's talking to himself. He says he wants to get the ball out. He cut that ball a little bit short, did not get it out to the target. That ball was left. When it left his hand, it was a board or 2 to the left of what his target was. He'll go hard and straight at the spare. Known for being a great spare shooter. And he doesn't disappoint.
Backed it in there. Our opening match. 8 pins separates these two great bowlers. Who's going to come out on top? Well, we'll find out when we come back. Stay with us, please.
This year, he was the champion.
Give that one more room. Oh! Boy, I saw a little bit of everything up there, Marshall.
Well, Pete wasn't sure when he threw this ball whether he was going to get the break, as Tracy, his wife, is very appreciative of that. But they don't all have to be perfectly high flush.
Now, if you're going to make money on the PBA Tour, you got to have the light ones, the high ones, the solid ones.
And you know he wants to take advantage of that good break right now.
And he does. Pete Weber, 4 in a row. Now Walter Ray is behind as he heads into the 5th frame, trailing by 12 pins.
And Walter Ray is a 3-time PBA Player of the Year. As we see Pete Weber's ball go into the pocket, watch the 10-pin. It fell fairly quick, but it was the only one that Pete thought may stand.
You know, they say a perfect strike is where the ball hits the 1-3-5-9. That was perfect. Of course, so was that, but it left the 10 pin.
Just a little bit of a flat hit through the ball. Now he's talking to himself, Walter is, about getting through the ball. He really is very honest in his assessment of his own deliveries.
At the 10 pin. As he converts it, by the way, Marshall, that is the 91st single pin spare this year, and 88 of them have been converted.
It's because I haven't been on the show. Well, we've got two great spare shooters, both with Walter and Pete, bowling in our first match.
Weber looks like he's taking it all in. Perfect. Walter back on the strike path, but trails by 13 pins with Weber working on 4 in a row, headed to the 6th frame.
Going for 5 in a row. Look at the concentration.
Will it hit it? Yes! Weber's really been on a hot streak, doing well. I asked him, why are you bowling so well lately?
Well, Mike, I've been bowling really well at the end of last year and the beginning of this year. I'm just throwing the ball really well. I have a lot of confidence, and I'm ready to win again.
It looks like he is ready to win again.
And he's starting to get some good breaks on TV, which really helps your mental health.
Running it out, but leaves the 10 pin nevertheless.
A little disappointed, but still keeping the ball in play, making good shots. He's had some good carry, carried that high hit, carried the light hit the previous frame. Needs to compose himself. He'll go hard and straight to the 10 pin.
With the conversion, he will lead by 22. Ooh, he gets it. Weber, 22 ahead. Walter Ray working on a strike. Can come back. When we come back, stay with us. Walter Ray, as we can see, trails by 22, but he's in the 7th frame working on a strike, can cut it to 12. Big shot here.
Yeah, we'll see how his experience will help him out. Coming out of commercial, can he get the job done?
He does. He gets the job done. Now it's down to 12 pins.
And as that ball hit the pocket and all the pins fell down, I got to look at Pete Weber. And he sort of had a little bit of a pensive look on his face as we see Walter Ray's ball rolling down lane 32. It's coming in nice and flush. Gets the 10 pin.
No trouble with the 10 there.
No, not at all.
Can cut it to 2 with the strike.